state of Michigan ranks in the top 10 when it comes to the number of children falling victim to human trafficking. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Joining me now is the president and CEO of Vista, Angela Aufdemberge. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's good to be here, Laurel.
That's a little bit of an alarming statistic, but
Yes.
Can you help explain that? Because I'm not even sure folks completely understand what exactly human trafficking is.
Yes, you know, Laurel, it is common. Most people think that it's the removal of a child from their native country being brought to the United States, and they think that it's only foreign-born children. However, I'm here to tell you that our own children, domestic children, are victims of human trafficking. The average age of entry for a child into human trafficking is 12 years old. There's two kinds of trafficking. There's labor trafficking and there's commercial sexual exploitation. Both are prevalent in the state of Michigan.
It's been going on, I'm sure, for years, for decades,
Yes.
but recently, at least in the last year or two, has gotten a little added attention because the legislative bodies in our state have taken action, passed some bills, made some
Yes.
changes. Help us understand what exactly took place.
Yeah, so prior to the bills being passed last in October of 2014, anyone who was age 16 and older who was in commercial sex act was a prostitute, so they were criminalized. And what we did in the state of Michigan is create a series of laws, a 21 bill package that passed that not only created safe harbor for victims, adult and minor, as well as mandated treatment for children. In that change, we had all of 2015 to really put together our processes that supported that legal infrastructure of change and care and treatment for kids.
And one of those processes, or how you are helping with treatment, is you actually started and opened a treatment program about a year ago, a little
Yes.
over a year ago. How do victims come to you? How does that sort
Sure.
of connection happen? And then what do you do to try to repair the damage that has been done and help that victim?
Yeah, so two things. Number one is the process. Children are picked up, state police, FBI, and local law enforcement work together and they rescue children in raids. Through that process, then they are referred to Child Protective Services where they are assigned a representative who interviews and intervenes. From that standpoint, once they have that case, so to speak, of abuse and neglect perpetrated by the trafficker, we can refer the child into care. Vista Maria's program called WINGS provides the care, treatment, support, and education that that young person needs. Sometimes the trafficker is a family member and we have attachment disorders and we need to rebuild a healthy bonds, trust, and relationship with that young person. But that healing process is long and it is difficult to heal and then really regain your youth so that you can move on to successful adulthood.
So this is a residential program where the victims would come and live with you for a series of days, months, however long it takes?
Yes, and that programming has 9 months of intensive treatment, interdisciplinary treatment with our psychiatrists, our nursing staff, our therapists, our managers, all work together in a coordinated team effort to surround the young female victim. And then we also have a therapeutic school on our campus, middle school and high school, and we integrate with the teachers so that she can then get back to school because many of them miss several years in time in a school setting. So we're trying to regain what has been lost so that working together to create a system of care and support and build new trust so she can heal is what it's all about. The second 9 months is all about what we call community reintegration, outings, community service, connections and visits with individuals, sometimes foster parents. So that would be the program that we would put together for every young lady that comes into our care.
All right, sounds like a great and much needed program.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Good to be here.
For more information on Vista Maria, you can visit vistamaria.org. Today's Comcast Newsmaker was Angela Aufdemberge, the president and CEO of Vista Maria.